What's going on, guys? It's Matt, and we're back to episode 2 of our challenge park. We have our tiny little park here with the Navigator, the Whirly Rig, and the Orbiter Wild Blue. Fast forwarded up here, so we're going to go ahead and pause it for a second because I actually have a little bit of money at the moment. Just fast forward a little bit to get some extra money because I couldn't really do anything yet. And found that we had a pickpocket. He came in, stole from a couple people. I found him and then realized I didn't have any security officers, so he got away free. Well, maybe we're not the safest park, but we don't have enough money to employ any security officers at this moment in time. So what we're going to do right now, while we have it paused, we do have our research. We're at 85%, which is great news. I think our loans are also probably... We got a long way to go with our loans yet. So we could pay that off completely, but we're only paying $175 a month, so that's not too bad. But let's take a look. We are getting lines for these. So let's try and get the other ride that we have available. We are still sticking with the main game, so I only have 3 rides available. Let's try and get the tiny little carousel in here. And there we go. And as per usual, we are going to, let's see here, let's put that over there. And we need to extend our path out here a little bit. There's not too much placement that we need to worry about for the carousel, just because it's so basic circle that whichever way you put it's going to be just fine. It's a little crooked, but this is ideally not the final resting place for it. Let's get our line in here. And we should have enough. That's going to be a little awkward as well. It's fine. And then I have to do some scenery work here to get our queue up to 100%. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse, and I will see you when I'm done. If I get interrupted, I'll definitely pop in with you guys, give you an idea of what happened. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so we got our Venetian carousel. We need to find a new name for this. Let's go ahead and add a 4th animation a while. We'll get that testing. Boy, what do you name a carousel? I'm not sure, so if you can come up with anything, please let me know in the comment section and we will name it. For now, we're just going to call it the carousel. Pretty simple, pretty generic name. And we'll go ahead and make our colors a little bit brighter. I do like the idea of pink because I put a lot of those pink flower colors around. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit here. that's not the right color. Purple's not too bad. Actually, if we try and find a gold, let's go back to gold. It's a pretty disgusting gold, but you know, that's sometimes what you have to do. And then white kind of gives it that nice feel to it. We will make this guy wear the ugly gold for our carousel. Get our other person out here with the ugly gold. Kind of wish that it would just automatically do that for me, but it's alright. It's not too bad. Let's go ahead and get this playing now. We'll fast forward so we can get our prestige here for this bad boy. We only have 156 people in the park, and they're all standing in line currently. So I guarantee you these two guys... No, they're leaving now, so they don't matter. We might just need to hire a security officer because of that. I guarantee you this guy. 411. There we go. Oh, and we got some issues now. Orbiter is broken down. That is the big challenge that we're going to do here. But let's go ahead and get our prestige number for the carousel. So 411 divided by 35, 1174. And that should be pretty good. We do need to change our settings, put this on full load, change this to 150, and that should be fine. Alright, so we got some notifications. We got a new challenge available. Ensure no mechanic leaves for 2 months. That shouldn't be too hard. Plus, if it's an extra $1,000, we can make sure that our mechanic doesn't leave for 2 months. We're about to hire him. So let's go ahead and get to our staff here. So we get that up. So that's our money maker, I believe. And then let's get back in here, and we're going to get our security officer. And let's go ahead and play. Ooh, we don't need to be on fast forward right now. Look at all this money we're about to lose. We have people throwing up. That's not good. Orbiter, that's fine. What's this guy doing? Park entry is free. Let's make sure he's not up to something, but come back. Let's get our Humberto III Thompson. Interesting name. Pretty long name. $75 a month. That's just fine. There is no staff building for him currently. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Where did he go? He's out. Alright. You don't have a staff building. Staff needs to occasionally take breaks, so I guess we're going to need to put that in pretty quickly, but we are short $1,000, so that's great. Let's go ahead and pause this so we can get Humberto set up. He's got blue, so let's see, what does this change? We'll definitely go with the white. We don't want purple. I kind of like the mall cop look here. Give him a off black cap here, and then we'll still give him that gold so he can feel like a cop, even though he's not one. So Humberto, welcome to the park. And then we got the orbiter, which is still broken down. How have you not fixed it yet? I can't click on you. So we're gonna have to play. Please fix it. There we go. We have lost $1,000 on this ride already. That is not great news. But the good news is everyone went and stood in line for the navigator. So we got that back open. And let's take a look here. Dylan Herndon. Let's go ahead and pause so we can get your colors. Those, I feel like the knee pads and the gloves, those are going to be the... That's the hat. Okay, the helmet. Helmet, we're going to make you... Give you that bright yellow helmet. That's fine. Orange, we're going to give him blue. Maybe not that blue. Is there a darker blue? Yeah, that dark blue there. What is this going to cost? Give more yellow. Oh, he's looking a little like an electrician here. And then I feel like these would... Ooh, not that black. Give him that gray look. So Humberto, welcome to the team. Oh, you look super happy. So we're gonna keep that going here. We do have people getting sick too. So I guess we're gonna do the whole janitor thing as well. Let's get him down to the ground. And we have Alejandro Parrot. So these guys can pretty much, they just want to have a dark color. So let's go ahead and get this dark maroon. Maybe we give them a light. That's, yeah, that's an interesting color choice. What is this? The gloves? Let's see here. Maybe just do the black gloves. Yeah, let's keep the black gloves and boots. That should be just fine. Alejandro Parrot, welcome to the team. And we're gonna go ahead and play it. And let's see where we go. Hopefully we get some people coming back in here. I don't like this guy. Yeah, Dennis. Feel like you're a bad man. Just walking around, gonna steal some people's stuff, are you? Look how close you're getting here. What are you doing there? Yeah, you're by yourself. Dennis, we're gonna keep an eye on you. We'll be back to check. So we do need we don't have enough money for park management. That's mainly because Orbiter broke down our #1 ride. So we need to... Dennis, you better... Are you leaving? I failed. I knew you... Dennis? Knew it. I knew you were going to be bad. You better get out of here because stealing is not a good thing. Alright. Now that Dennis is gone, the park should be able to flourish. We're already under $500 in debt. So that's good. We got the navigator. Everything is hidden behind trees. There are just so many trees in this area. And I mean, there's not much more we can do. What we are going to do is a little bit of management here with our staff. Our janitor, Alejandra, thank you for volunteering. We'll give you $5 for now, and we'll see how long he lasts. Let's also go to our mechanic. We need to keep him for 2 months in order to make money, so we're going to pay him $145. And Umberto, we are also going to give you $5. Thank you for volunteering. And yeah, you don't have a staff building. I understand that. I don't have money for the staff building, so we are in the positive now, so that's great news. Let's see what else. Orbiter has been fixed. Research project ready. I didn't think I clicked on that, but I might have. So we now have the Insanity. That is great news, excuse me. The Insanity will be a huge contributor to getting this park on its feet. We also got has gone on strike over pay. What is that? Alright, so I guess, we're gonna pay you $60? I didn't know that they did that in this game. They didn't do it the last time. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember how much he was getting paid. Let's try $50 here. Job. It's a snooze fest. So your wage was right. $1 a thing of puke. But whatever. Monthly thefts is Dennis. Dennis was up to his games. This guy. Who's this? It's a coaster head. There's no coasters in here. Russell. Russell Big Bucks. I like they have names. Are you still on strike? Are you still on strike? Alright, we do need a staff building. We have enough money. We can just kind of throw one in. Probably over on this side. Let's go ahead and get that. We'll get a custom. There's not going to be much scenery on this. To start off, I clearly have no idea. I clicked on building. I need this thing here. Staff management. Alright, so we got to staff management. You know what, let's kind of keep this out of the way. So, well, we're gonna hopefully, move this as we go on. Our perk. Applying a perk will give certain benefits to your staff. Let's see. Rec room staff will recover energy slightly faster. We probably need that. Social staff members will gain happiness faster. That's also... So I think that one might be more important. Just because, we're going to be making our staff miserable by the end of this. Russell, what are you up to? Free entry. I don't know if you're going to find anything here. You might as well just leave, Russell. What about this person? Who's this? Barbara. Alright. Alright, well, we have some people still walking around. Oh, she's getting on a ride. That's good. Russell? Okay. Alright, maybe you weren't a bad guy, Russell. You just don't have anything here for you. So we got $900. We're making some money again. We got long lines over here. Let's go ahead and quickly make sure that our rides are doing exactly what we need them to do and not cutting out anything. Alright, so we got everyone out. And feel free to get a bunch of people in here. So we get 4 people per cabin. And plenty of, well, full ride cycle. That's awesome. Carousel's not doing anything because no one's coming to ride it, so that's fine. I still think we're going to make some type of money. Yeah, we made almost 150, a little over 150 bucks. And then this is obviously doing it because you have full ride cycles all the way through there. So, I guess what we're going to do now, the next thing that we need is to get the insanity in here, which is $2,600. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward, and I will cut back to it once we get something to come up. Alright, so we are back with our park here. We have $2,600, which is enough to get the insanity in place. But we also just completed the challenge right before we got to that. So $1,100 coming in, which is going to be great for us to be able to do it. Hotel challenge, I didn't even see this one come up. We're not going to worry about hotels at the moment, so we'll get that out of there. Park balance bonus rating, this went up a little bit, so we're at 7 now. So hopefully that'll continue to increase, but we're going to focus on getting the insanity in right now. And, you know, as I said in the last episode, I want to kind of turn the entrance. So you enter over here, and then make a left and go up. And, you know, I've been trying to keep this clear of that for that reason, to save some money. I think the insanity... I think we're going to put the insanity over here as like our last temporary attraction, and then we'll move things over from that point forward. So all these unnecessary crammed together trees just to get this Q scenery up is going to change once we start moving things about. But let's go ahead and get the insanity in. So this ride does have some pieces that you need to pay attention to, and we're going to start it by putting it sideways. Let's try and make this somewhat parallel to that. We'll put it back still pretty far. We're going to need a little bit of a cattle pen. So now we have $1,000 to play with. Our entrance isn't going to matter too much. That should be just fine. And I think I might have done this wrong now. So our entrance really doesn't matter because people run in the ride area. So getting in is not the problem. It's getting them out once they're in. So if you put the exit, let's just throw the entrance down here somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. If you place the exit somewhere over here, everyone on this backside walk out and go over, which should be the quickest. If you place it in the middle, these guys have to go out, over, around, and back to the middle. That's so much more that they have to do. And then you obviously want to keep your exit near the operator booth in case it does break down. So we're going to throw it in there, and we're going to still move. We're going to move the ride. We're just going to throw it in here, turn it sideways, and that should be fine. And, you know, we're going to replace the entrance. Let's place the entrance on this side. And we're going to connect the entrance to path. So, this one, we're going to select our grid, and we're going to go back and forth here a little bit. We're just going to kind of cram it in here. And, you know, I think we're going to just go all the way. Deselect the grid, and we're going to need to expand this out a little. That's fine. And this can come straight down in here. Now, the only thing that I kind of messed up with here is that we don't have a lot of space for scenery. So we'll just go ahead and delete that on that side. We're going to leave this one because I have an idea for that scenery. And let's go back to our queue line. Select our grid. We'll delete that one and probably put that back in. And deselect. Or will it let me select this, place it, and there we go. Keep that corner there, which is nice, because that'll be good for us. And then let's go into our sequences. We're still making some money. This one has a good chunk of sequences, so I like to start out, I like to try and make them run smoothly and quickly. So I like to start out with a swing, because that kind of builds up the momentum. Then we go into a double loop. Then we will do a stall loop. and then we start doing reverse. So we'll do a reverse loop, and then we will do a reverse swing to end it, to kill our momentum. So the Insanity, I built one of these in my career mode. We called it Meteor. This one, I'm going to look for a name. So if you have one for that, let me know in the comment section, and we will get that in there. So for now, it is going to be called just Insanity. Also, let me know of some colors, because I think the name needs to rhyme with, or needs to match with the colors of the attraction. So let me know what you come up with there. We already got 64% in our scenery, which is fantastic. Our carousel is not getting anyone. No one's saying anything about it. It made $570. Navigator, that made almost $900, which is insane. And the Orbiter only made $740. So our money maker right now is the Navigator. Let's take a look at our notifications. Multiple staff members have a low workload. That's not too bad. There's no entrance for Insanity. We have fixed that. And in our end of month summary, which is pretty good. So now let's take a look at our queue line here. We just need to get some scenery, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back into a time lapse, and I will see you on the other end once we get it all set up. Alright, and we have just completed our queue scenery. Pretty basic. I didn't want to go too in depth. I was going to do a little bit more and put a little cover over this, but we're already at 100% for Insanity. 491 Prestige. So let's take a look. 1 divided by 35. We got 1402 that we can charge for this thing. Now that may go up here, so we're gonna want to keep that in mind as this starts to run, because I didn't have any of the queue in here. But we'll take a look at that as it goes. It also kind of opens up the space after this mess of trees that I have. So let's take a look here. We did also get another challenge. Have a restaurant with at least 2 rooms. That I'm just not interested in building a restaurant at this point, so we're going to keep that from right now. We are going to go ahead and do some research. Rolling Mines. Not sure which that one is. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. I don't think we're making enough to be able to do 2 yet, not with our staff management that we have to worry about. So yeah, let's see how we do here. Oh, I did forget to do... we need to make this full load. Take that out. That's 150. Just to make sure we don't get anyone stuck on there, because we need them to be spending some money. While we're waiting, we do have 200 people in here. Adult groups, that's good. Park balance went up another point, so that's also good. Man, Humberto, man, you look miserable. What's going on, man? Not getting paid. This job is a joke. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll up the pay to $70. You could still, he literally just thought that, so I guess we'll do 80. He was starting at 75. That should at least help him a little bit. And then I don't know where's our janitor. You know, my pay isn't great. We'll give you $60. I don't remember what he started at, but that's alright. Compared to the third. That's a crazy name. Let's see, who's this person? I think Carousel would bore me. Maritza McCartney. Looking kinda suspicious here. Walking directly into some people. Well, keep an eye on Maritza. She might have something. She might be trying to stick some extra cash up her sleeve from some of our other guests. But while we're waiting to get, we have $1,800. That's pretty good. Let's see. We don't have any other rides. I don't think we have any coasters. Let's go main game. We don't want that. We have to hit main game again. We start out with the American Arrow. We don't have enough money to build that, of course, but how am I losing money on shops and facilities? I guess that makes sense. I think we're doing alright. Let's see if we have anything else from our guests. Happiness, 92%. That's good for the adult groups. They're lacking some energy. They're a little bit hungry, a little bit thirsty. A bathroom. That is certainly a need for people. So let's go ahead and we're just going to throw a bathroom in here. Orbiter's broken down. We got to get this in quick because we're going to lose some money. Let's get our bathroom in here. That should help with some of those needs. Still don't want to build anything too crazy. I do want to get our research project done. So I think we're going to end it right about there for this episode. I tried to make it a little bit shorter than the last one. So if you liked what you see, please make sure you like the video. If you see something you didn't like, make sure you let me know in the comments. And until next time, go be above average. Later.